This is the Xiaomi Pad 7, but there is something about this tablet that I haven't seen anyone talk about, and it could be a deal breaker for you. Now, I've had this tablet for many months now, maybe 3 or 4 months, but I've only just decided to make a video on it. So yeah, this is my review, and I've actually had experience with it, so I can actually tell you, what the tablet is like accurately because I have used it for the past few months of my life. So let's just get straight to the point. So it's an 11-inch tablet, and it is an LCD display. Now this sells for around £279, sometimes it goes on sale for £259, and this is the base model. So it's 8 GB of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. Now that storage is abysmal, but I think the base storage should be more like 256 gigs bare minimum. But this is just a tablet. I don't store a lot of stuff on here. I mainly just watch YouTube or like shop on here and stuff like that. So yeah, the storage isn't a deal breaker for me. But this isn't expandable by micro SD. There's no SD card slot on this tablet, so just keep that in mind. If you buy the lower storage variant, you're not going to be able to expand it. And another thing to keep in mind is that you're getting a slower storage speed on the base model, whereas if you upgrade to the 256 gig model, I think you're getting, I don't remember exactly which UFS type it is, but it is a faster speed. But personally, I've not had any issues. I can edit videos on this, and it's actually very fast import and export times. So yeah, I guess you can look at the exact speeds and decide if it's worth upgrading for yourself. Now, as for the chipset in this thing, we have got the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3. Now, this is not the 7S Gen 3, it's the 7 Plus Gen 3. So this thing is pretty powerful. It's kind of on par with the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4, I'd say. So I'll load up Genshin Impact here, and you'll see it will run flawlessly at high settings at 60 FPS. So yeah, the name of this chipset, it doesn't sound too powerful because it's a 7 series Snapdragon processor, but it's the Plus, okay, not the S. Don't get that mixed up. I assumed it was the 7S Gen 3 when I bought this, but no, it's the 7 Plus Gen 3, so it's actually a lot more powerful than it sounds. I believe it's got 1.3 or 1.7 million Antutu score or something. So yeah, it's plenty powerful for playing Genshin Impact. Now, while we let this load, let's talk about the display a little bit. So it is an LCD display, unfortunately, which is why I wouldn't recommend getting the high spec of this, because if you get like the 12 gig, 256 gig model of this, you're spending like £400. And you're getting an LCD display. Whereas if you spend that same amount of money on an Honor tablet, you're getting an OLED display. So that's why I got the base model of this tablet, because I just could not justify spending $400 on a tablet with an LCD display. Like that's not happening. But for the base model for £279, an LCD is acceptable for a tablet, because if you don't know this, smartphone displays, OLEDs are dirt cheap. Tablets, it costs a lot more, and then for a monitor, they're like hundreds, because the bigger an OLED display is, the higher quality it has to be to prevent burn-in risks and stuff like that. So that's why a lot of tablets are still LCD instead of OLED. It costs a lot more when it's a bigger 11-inch display. But with that being said, it's not a bad LCD. It's not like an iPhone 11 LCD, where it's like 2-bit color and 720p. No. This is a 3.2K LCD panel, and it is a 3:2 aspect ratio. So it's pin sharp. You can put this right into your eye socket. You will not see any pixels. So yeah, it's very, very sharp, and it's also 144 Hz. So in supported games, not Genshin, because that's 60 highest, but in some games that have an unlocked frame rate, you can, and if you're hitting 144 FPS, then yeah, you can take advantage of that 144 Hz refresh rate. Another thing to mention about this panel is its brightness is very, very good. I don't have it on max because it blows it out on camera a bit. So I have it down a little bit like this. You can see this perfectly fine outdoors. Maybe not perfectly visible in full sunlight if you live in a sunny country. But I live in the UK and it's mostly overcast here. But even when the sun is out, you can see this fine. But I like to imagine most people don't use tablets outdoors that much anyway. So but yeah, with that being said, the brightness is perfectly fine. So if you find yourself in a situation where it's quite bright outside, you need to see your screen, this thing will not disappoint. You'll be able to see it pretty well. It does get very bright. Now, this tablet has 4 speakers and they sound absolutely incredible, especially because it has Dolby Atmos. Now, without Dolby Atmos, it sounds extremely mediocre, but as soon as you turn that on, the audio quality from this tablet sounds absolutely incredible. So I'm going to give you a quick sample test right here. By the way, I'm still waiting for Genshin Impact to load. It takes an absolute age. It's been like 15 minutes and it still hasn't loaded. So we'll do a quick speaker test. So yeah, you can have a listen to these speakers. I'm just gonna skip to like the chorus or something because this song sucks. So as you can hear, or maybe you can't hear, it's very bassy, good amount of treble. Genshin Impact stopped loading in the background. That's really upset me. So yeah, the speakers sound good, although take that with a grain of salt because I'm recording on a Xiaomi 15, so that audio is coming through a smartphone microphone. So it's not gonna obviously sound 100% accurate for what I'm hearing. But yeah, it gives you a general idea of what the bass is like and, you know, what the speakers sound like, I guess. So it's a really nice, full, like, atmospheric sound, especially with that Dolby Atmos on there. So, yeah, I'm going to skip ahead to when Genshin Impact loads, so I can show you what the performance is like. I know a lot of people buy tablets for gaming. Okay, so the game is finally loaded. It's a good game, but it's not that good that I'm willing to wait 30 minutes for it to load every time that I want to play it, because there's like micro updates every couple days or something, so I really don't like that about this game. But as you can see, it's running flawlessly. Even in combat, you can see it's we're not dropping any frames, it's not stuttering or anything. So there you go. And it's running at full resolution. It's not doing the thing that cheaper phones do. It's a tablet, but you know, it's not doing the thing that cheaper devices do, where it lowers the resolution and then upscales it. This is running at the full resolution, like 3.2K. So if we look in settings and look at our graphics, we can see everything is set to the highest. This is all as high as it can go, 60 FPS. Only iPhones get 120 for some ridiculous reason. But yeah, everything's as high as it can possibly go. Although it is using OpenGL for some reason. But if I were to play this game on my Xiaomi, it uses Vulkan. I think this is because it's HyperOS 2, not 3. So it's using OpenGL for games and not Vulkan. I believe HyperOS 3 now uses Vulkan for everything, like system-wide rendering, so it's more efficient and stuff. But yeah, it runs flawlessly. You have no issues. And as you guys probably know, Genshin Impact is a good benchmark for Android devices because it's like the heaviest game out there. The map is like one of the biggest in any game, even compared to like computer games and console games, and the graphics are pretty good as well. So yeah, it runs just fine. So you'll be able to run anything. You can play literally anything on this. You might be able to emulate some PC games, like very light ones maybe. This I can imagine this would be good for emulating PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and maybe some PlayStation 3 games. So yeah, performance-wise, this thing is it's good. It's good. You won't be disappointed with this. This is like plenty. This is all you need, unless of course you want to be emulating computer games and stuff. Then you'll need like an 8 Elite or Elite Gen 5. But for mobile games and for PlayStation 1, 2, and you know, other retro games and stuff, emulation, this tablet is plenty powerful for that. Now, the last thing that I want to mention about this phone is the battery. Tablet even, not phone. It's a pretty big bloody phone. The battery, to be honest, it's abysmal. Now, it's got an 8,000 something milliamp hour battery, like 85, 50 milliamp hours or something. Now, when this came out, like a year, maybe almost 2 years ago now, even then, that wasn't that big for a tablet, because now smartphones have 7,500 milliamp hour batteries. A couple Honor phones and a Vivo phone have an 8,300 milliamp hour battery, which is basically the same as what's in this tablet. So yeah, and with modern battery technology, silicon carbon battery technology that's only emerged within the past 6 months really, tablets are having like 12 to 15,000 milliamp hours. So yeah, even for the time that this tablet released, that still isn't a very big battery for a tablet. So your battery life is quite poor. You're only going to get a few hours of screen on time, to be honest. Obviously, it depends what you're doing. If you're playing games, it's going to last like an hour. This thing, ignore that. That's like actual horseradish. This is completely fabricated. It's not going to last 9 hours and 18 minutes at all. Probably going to last another couple hours on 20%. Like sat on my desk doing nothing, I mean. But if you're just watching videos, shopping, browsing, you can probably make it through, you know, a good like 5 to 6 hours of that. But as soon as you start playing games, that battery's gone. It's just going to drain so quickly. You can plug it in and play, that's fine. But yeah, the battery definitely leaves more to be desired. It just really isn't that good. It's really small for a tablet. Like, tablets should have much bigger batteries. And on top of that, it's a Snapdragon chip, which is good, but it's not as power efficient as a MediaTek chip would be. So yeah, that's all there is to say. The battery life just isn't good. It's just not good at all. But you know, you can still get away. Like, it's a cheap tablet. And if all you do is same things I do: shopping, browsing, watching videos, watching Netflix, photo editing, and some light video editing, it's not that bad at all. It's perfectly fine. In fact, the video you're watching right now is going to be edited on this tablet. Now, that's a very bold claim, because as I'm recording this, I have not yet edited the video. But by the time you're seeing this, the video will obviously be edited. I'm quite confident that this can do the 4K video editing perfectly fine, because I've done it before. So you've got the built-in gallery editor, which is very good. But I'll probably use CapCut or something. So yeah, just to show you how good the tablet is, I will edit this video on this tablet. So yeah, my final verdict for this is it's good for £270. It's probably the best you're going to get at that price, to be honest. But the battery is terrible. Maybe I'm being too harsh on it, but it really is a disappointing battery for a tablet. An 11-inch tablet has a pretty small battery. I also forgot to mention this is made of metal, but I mean, it's not too important. But yeah, it is a aluminium tablet. So yeah, it's a good tablet. It's got good performance. It's got a good display for its price. It's a very good display, actually. But yeah, it's just the battery is quite disappointing. So hopefully this was able to help you decide if you want to actually buy this tablet or not. Maybe it helped you decide that you don't want this tablet and you're going to get a different one. But either way, I hope the video was helpful. So thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and even a subscribe potentially, because I've reached 7k subs quite quickly, a lot quicker than I expected. So road to 10k, I guess. Let's try hit 10k within the next month or so. I reckon that's doable. Now, if you want to help support the channel, then you can become a member if you want to, because the only way I can get these devices to make videos for you guys is to buy them myself. I buy all of these myself, except for the Infinix GT30, which Infinix kindly sent over to me. But apart from that, I buy all of these devices myself, and it's not easy to sell these for almost full price as well. So yeah, become a member if you want, because it means I can afford to, buy devices for my videos to show you guys and make reviews on. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.